Ready? Play.
The Indian Wells draw has been made, and one of the most intriguing first-round clashes coming up is between Janice Tjen and Jaqueline Cristian, with the winner of this clash going to play the Australian Maya joint in round 2. But before that clash in the desert can take place, Tjen and Cristian will do battle later on this week in what will be a fascinating clash, not least because they have never played each other on the main tour before. As we look at the tail of the tape, it is Tjen who does have a singles title in her pocket as opposed to 0 when it comes to the Romanian. Tjen has also got the more doubles titles, as you can see, with 3 titles also in the bag, where Cristian doesn't have any. Looking further down the tail of the tape, looking at their stats for this year, as you can see, Tjen has a very impressive 42 aces. I think it's an underrated part of Janice's game is that serve, which I think on its day can be very potent. One thing that Janice is going to have to look out for, though, is the inclement weather in Indian Wells, where it may get quite windy. And we saw last week in that Merida loss to Camila Osorio how the wind caused her a lot of problems, particularly with that very floaty backhand slice. If Tjen's forehand, though, is firing, Jaqueline Cristian will have to bring all of her defensive prowess in order to fight off the Indonesian. Looking further down their tail of the tape, as you can see, Tjen has a highest ranking of 36, which she achieved quite recently. She has just dropped a few places in recent days, though, as you can see now, down to 39. Jaqueline Cristian is also very close to her career high of 33. She's currently ranked 35. So both of these two players, very unlucky not to be seeded and therefore get a bye. In many respects, as a result, this is the highest profile clash in the opening round at Indian Wells. Tjen is the younger of the two, although both of them are still very much in their mid-20s. And both are right-handed, but Jaqueline Cristian does have a significant height advantage. But I would suggest that Tjen potentially has the better serve. Their recent form is identical. 2 wins and 3 losses, albeit that perhaps Janice's matches have come against tougher opponents in the form of Iga Swiatek, Jastrzębska, Fernandez, and Anisimova before the aforementioned loss to Osorio. The high-profile players, of course, Karolina Muchova and Mira Andreeva, Jaqueline Cristian can point to as well among her recent losses. Looking at Jaqueline Cristian's year as a whole, we can also see that she made the first round in Brisbane before an early exit there in straight sets to Marie Buskova, but she was going to get plenty of wins under her belt at the Adelaide International before losing in the quarterfinals. There she, of course, came through qualifying. Moving on to the Australian Open, she had a tough first round, losing to Karolina Muchova there in straight sets. She did have a win in her homeland in the Transylvania Open, where she got a win over Stefanini in the round of 32 before going down in straight sets to Snigur. And that loss to Snigur was a bit of a battering, 1-0. She managed to win just 1 game against the Ukrainian, perhaps feeling a bit of a pressure there in her homeland. She loses to Muchova again in Qatar. She'll be sick of sight of the Czech, and she'll be pleased not to be playing her in the first couple of rounds in Indian Wells. And her next tournament was in Dubai, where she had a couple of wins before going down in straight sets to Mira Andreeva. So, yeah, mixed start to the year for Jaqueline Cristian. As for Janice Tjen, her year began in Auckland with a first-round loss to the Brit Sonny Cartel, albeit in 3 sets. And then she had a fairly humbling loss to Eva Jovic, winning just 1 game against the up-and-coming American in Hobart before heading into the Australian Open, where she had a win over Leylah Fernandez. That was extremely impressive in the first round, but I saw that loss to Karolina Pliskova, and I think that scoreline of 6-4, 6-4 in favor of the soon-to-retire Czech was just about right. Pliskova just had too much for Janice in both of those 2 sets. Coming up to the Abu Dhabi event, she had a win over Maya Joint in 3 sets before going down to Samsonova. That Samsonova loss as well. Again, she just overpowered Janice on the day, and Janice's both slice and forehand were not firing against Samsonova, hence the 6-2, 6-2 scoreline. Going into Doha, the Qatar Total Energies Open, there was a nice win that she had over Beatrice Haddad-Maia, but again, there was an obvious gulf in class when she came up against Iga Swiatek, winning just 3 games against the former world number 1 and, of course, a 2-time winner at Indian Wells. And then in Dubai, at the 1000 event, a couple of wins there, and including another win over Leylah Fernandez. Leylah will be also pleased to avoid Janice Tjen in many respects, but also a very good win over Yastremska. But again, top opponent in the form of Amanda Anisimova, and a 6-1, 6-3 loss. That most recent loss, though, to Camila Osorio was a bruising one for Janice Tjen. She had a double break advantage in that first set, but it seemed once she lost the momentum, Camila seemed to, in terms of the way that Camila was playing, seemed to get under Janice's skin. And once she lost that momentum, it was actually a bit of a painful watch as she ceded the double break advantage, but also then got broken immediately again as the Colombian rounded off that first set 6-4. She also had a break advantage in the second set, but never looked comfortable. As I said previously, the conditions in Mexico on that particular day, very windy and not helping someone with the guile that Janice has. And even the forehand was letting Janice down that day. And it is a forehand situation against Jaqueline Cristian that I believe will end up possibly dictating the result. I probably see Janice Tjen ultimately winning this in 3 sets. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. Do let me know in the live chat, indeed, where you are tuning in from. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, we have 2 game points here for Jaqueline Cristian. She tries to get off the mark to make it 1 game all. Tjen held serve, by the way, pretty comfortably in the first game. We do have Bianca Andreescu and Rakimova on court. They have just taken to the court after Berrettini beat Manarino in 3 super tight sets. Do let me know in the live chat as to who you think is going to win this particular encounter between Cristian and Tjen. I went for a Tjen win initially. Backhand error there from Cristian, by the way, on one of the game points. Yeah, I went for Tjen. It's a really tough one because I think both have mixed form this year. Cristian got a win and then a loss in her homeland in Cluj a few weeks ago. Tjen didn't look great at times. She looked very good at times and then not great at others in a very inconsistent performance against Osorio last week in Merida in Mexico. Very up and down performance where she was up a double break in the first set. Oh, double fault. Is that? No, must have just landed in there from Cristian. There's that slice, which if it is going to be windy in Indian Wells, it doesn't look too bad today, but I'm thinking future matches in the tournament. I don't know if that's going to help Tjen. She does go for a double-handed backhand there, by the way. Now she's gone for that run-around forehand, which she also likes to do because she does favour the forehand side. And Jaqueline Cristian goes along with a forehand. So we do have a point there for Tjen. It's looking much better for her now in this game. Good forehand return there from Tjen, and now she's on the slice again. Cristian, though, doesn't deal with that slice very well at all and puts a forehand into the net. So we have got a break point here for Tjen, but Cristian's going to save it. So we are back to deuce. Yeah, let me know in the live chat as to who you think is going to win this match. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. Oh, wow. Jen really didn't read that. Oh, it's a double fault from Cristian. That's why she didn't read it. Much to the annoyance of the Romanian. That's a good serve from break point. And that Svider and Cilic are also on court. And we've got a game point here now for Jaqueline Cristian. And she is going to finally hold serve. That was a tough hold for Jaqueline. A couple of break points there for Janice. Had to be fended off. And Spider and Cilic are about to get underway. They're on court. Andreescu and Rakimova are warming up. Okay, love 15 here on the Tjen serve. Clenched fist there for Jaqueline Cristian. And it is now love 30 here. It does become 15-30, so Tjen wins the next point. She's in a bit of danger here on her serve. And she does get to 30 all. And I want to say a warm welcome to everybody who's tuning in for Marin Cilic against Zachary Svajda. And also for those tuning in for Bianca Andreescu against Kamila Rakimova. Great that you can join us today. Tjen holds, by the way. Was obviously down love 30, but now gets it to 2-1. So there's a change of ends there. 13 minutes on the clock in that particular encounter. Andreescu and Rakimova are still warming up. Svajda and Cilic likewise. As soon as their matches get underway, I will keep you abreast of those. We've also got Gael Monfils, by the way, in action against Galano. And Monfils is up a set and a break, so things looking good for him. Schoolgate and Prismic, by the way, are in a real dogfight. 5-all in the third set as they approach 2.5 hours on court. On the same court as Monfils and Galano, by the way, will be João Fonseca and Rafael Collignon. For those of you just tuning in, do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, do hit subscribe. Good to see a few regulars in the chat there. Hope you're enjoying the tennis thus far in the desert. One thing I will say, though, Ghosty, is we don't need to talk about Newcastle, Manchester United. Hit that like button, sports fans. Indeed, Ghosty. Good to see you've got many different streams on the go. So Tjen and Cristian are back underway. Cristian serving here. Tjen defending really well there. Is that going to land in? It is. So this is an entertaining point, but then so many are when Janice Tjen is involved. And wow, that slice there worked very well, coming off the baseline and catching the Romanian out. The ball landing in, and it is love 15. Bianca Andreescu and Rakimova underway. By the way, Rakimova is serving first and is already up 30 love. So a good start there for Rakimova. I will let you know as soon as Svida and Cilic are underway. Where is Azarenka at in terms of her health? Jake as well, of course, is also a fan of the same team as I. It is what it is. Now we just need to, I mean, I know I was dreaming a bit, but I was still looking at Arsenal and Man City. And if we'd won today, of course, we would have gone much closer to Man City. So, yeah, but it is what it is. Now we just need to focus on getting that Champions League spot, whether we finish third, fourth, or fifth. It is what it is. But now it's a real fight. There's 4 teams, 3 points apart. Anyway, that is the Premier League. Indian Wells, 1-2, Cristian serving 30-15. Rakimova has held serve for 1 love. Gael Monfils now just 1 game away, by the way, from winning his match of the qualifier Galanu and a place in the second round in the desert. Of course, this will be the last time we see Monfils in Indian Wells. Tjen there defending for all her life, but not able to defend that final ball because Tjen is obviously, Gael Monfils is obviously in his retirement year. School K is serving to stay in the match against Prismic. I think I went for a Prismic win in that match, but I also went for a Galanu win against Gael Monfils, and that is not looking good right now. Coming up after their match will be Fonseca against Collignon. Ace down the tee there for Cristian, and she holds for 2-all. I went for a Tjen 3-set win in this particular encounter. I think I went, well, I don't know what, I didn't predict any sets, but I went for Cilic, Prismic. Did I go for Andreescu or Rakimova? I can't remember now. I might have gone for Rakimova, you know. But I'm sure I went Cilic, and I'm sure I went Galanu, and I'm sure I went Prismic, and I know I went Tjen in 3 sets. I've gone for Fonseca over Collignon, but I don't think there's any guarantees there. That might well go the distance. So Tjen here serving at 2-all, and it is going to be 15 love after Cristian hits her ball into the tram line. Andreescu serving at love 1, 30-15. Hello, Rubens. Rubens, can you hit the like button? And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. $30-all here on the Andreescu serve. I saw Andreescu last week against Galfi, by the way. That's a very entertaining match. but just showed where Andreescu was back on her comeback trail. Come back to the main tour, that is, of course. She had a few months off and missed the first Grand Slam of the year in Australia. Some slices from both players. Wonderful forehand winner there from Janice Tjen. I said this match would be all about her forehand. I mean, it is on her racket, I think. So Tjen looking good on her serve here. Andreescu looking okay on her serve at 40-30. Svider and Cilic have yet to start, but they are in the warm-up process. As soon as things start happening there, I will let you know. You can probably guess. A horrible, horrible individual who's stealing a living. The only thing I will add to it, though, Jake, is there's a lot of people in the mainstream media who are stealing a living too, calling themselves journalists. And many of them working in tennis too. Do hit that like button, by the way, and let me know in the live chat who you think's going to win. And how many likes have we got, by the way? Let me know that as well. Rubens, how are you? Hope you're well. I hope you've hit the like button. Rubens, if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. Can I call you Rubinho, by the way? Is that a nice little Brazilian diminutivo? Svider is indeed serving first in this match with Cilic. Andreescu's lost the next point, by the way, so she's under a bit of pressure here on her serve at deuce. Monfils serving for the match. Excuse me. And Tjen holds for 3-2. Looking pretty good on her serve at the moment. She has had break points on the Cristian serve, but not been able to take them. After this match on the same court, of course, will be Diana Yastremska and Zhang Shuai. The winner of that match will be taking on Alexiala in round 2. Andreescu's held, by the way. Pretty grueling hold of serve there, and there are 9 minutes on the clock for just the first 2 games. But they do remain on serve, just like Jaqueline, Cristian, and Janice Tjen, who are also on serve. I've gone for a Cilic win, Rubens. That's what I've gone for. I think Cilic was playing well in Dallas. I think he played pretty well there. And Spider, wild card. Yeah. Can do some good stuff. Did well, of course. Qualified for the Australian Open. Yeah, he qualified for the Australian Open. I was going to say, beating Habib Rodionov and Jans before going down to Yannick Hanfmann in 4 sets. Okay, Cilic and Svider are underway, and Svider is serving first, and he's at 15:30. Okay, Cristian here serving at 2-3, and it's 30 all. Good forehand winner there from Tjen. Svider, by the way, having lost the 15:30, is now at game point 40-30 for the American wild card. Okay, how are you going to do with that slice? That forehand into the net. Tjen, the forehand. That is the. I know a lot of people talk about that slice for Janice, but I'm telling you now, this match is all about the forehand. Missed the first serve there, Jaqueline. So a second serve for Janice Tjen to look at. Run around forehand return, and that goes out. There you go. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of points will be finishing on the forehand of Janice Tjen. That doesn't necessarily mean that Janice is winning all those points. It is a 50-50 shot a lot of the time from her. But when it lands in, it's a beast. But when it lands out, it's a boost for Jaqueline Cristian. So that is where we are at. So Tjen here serving 3 all, 15 all. So a little bit of a moment for Janice to think about on her serve. She's been just marginally the better player so far. I think this match is on her racket. Meanwhile, Bianca Andreescu gets a break on Rakimova. So an early break advantage for Bianca Andreescu in her match with Rakimova. Good news for the Canadian and her fans, as she is, of course, bidding for a second Indian Wells title. I think it obviously a little fanciful to suggest that she will win the title this year, bearing in mind how little tennis she's played over the last 6 months. But nevertheless, good start for her in her match with Rakimova. Svider here under pressure on his serve. He's at deuce in the opening game. And it's Tjen under a little bit of pressure on her serve at 15:30. Why is Rakimova a Grand Slam name? Okay, backhand slice here from Tjen. It's going to land in, which is very important for her. Now she unleashes on the forehand, but actually wasn't enough depth on that forehand. Now she unleashes again, and there you go. It's all about the Tjen forehand. No, she's still with the same brand. She's with ASICS. Okay, so Andreescu leads 2-1 with a break. What about our friend Marin Cilic? Well, he has a break point on the Svida serve in the opening game. It's already 6.5 minutes in. It's been a real slugfest, this opening game for the American, and he is break point down. So can Cilic, just like Bianca Andreescu, go up an early break? Well, he's not going to do so at this opportunity as Svida fights back, and it is deuce. So that's good news for the American, at least for now. But is he just keeping the wolf from the door? Jaqueline Cristian, meanwhile, has a break point on the Tjen serve, and it is going to be a second serve for the Romanian to look at. Okay, so Tjen here serves for backhand return. Now on the forehand, but that was a timid forehand, I would say, from Tjen, unusually. And the second one, not too aggressive either. Now it's on the backhand slice from Tjen. Good depth there from Cristian. Cristian's just got to keep landing these in. And she's on the attack here, is Cristian. Tjen fighting back. Tjen having to defend. Tjen having to defend big style. Drop shot from Cristian. Oh, and Tjen got there, but she's not going to win the point because she can't get it over the net. And we have the first break of serve, and it's going the way of Jaqueline Cristian. Meanwhile, Svida has held against Marin Cilic. Big hold that for the American. So over to you, Marin Cilic. Andreescu under a little bit of pressure on her serve. 15-30. First blood to Jaqueline Cristian. And an early hold for Svida in his match against Marin Cilic. And Gael Monfils is through. Monfils is through, winning in straight sets. So next up will be João Fonseca against Rafael Collignon. On that same court that Monfils was just playing on. Ghosty go for Collignon in straight sets. I get the impression that Ghosty's not a fan of our Brazilian friend, Mr. Fonseca. Cristian here serving at 4-3. Okay, Cristian serving here, 4-3, 15 all. And Cilic has 2 game points for 1-all. Andreescu's consolidated her break, by the way, so she leads 3-1. Cristian in a really poor court position here, and a wonderful forehand winner there from Janice Tjen. All about the forehand. How many times am I gonna say that today? I'm gonna say 62. I've probably already said it 10 times. I'm only halfway through the first set. Although, actually, if Cristian holds here, we will be near the end of the first set, but she is 15-30 down on her serve. Cilic has 2 game points for 1-all, and now Rakimova is serving at 1-3. Prismic, by the way, beat Schoolcate 7-5 in the third, so good win there for Prismic. We're gonna have a couple of breakback points here for Janice Tjen. Good morning. Can you please hit that like button? And if you haven't already done so, please do hit subscribe. And the backhand is missed by Cristian, and Tjen breaks back immediately. So, parity, 4 games all. Who do I enjoy watching more? I think it's equal. It's kind of equal. The only thing I would say is when it goes wrong for Tjen, I find it a bit more of a tough watch. Like against Osorio last week. If it goes wrong for Ayala, that's how it is, like it did against Coco Gauff, for example, or it does at some point every week for most tennis players, and Ayala's no different. Um, I just find maybe when it doesn't quite go right for Chen, like the Osorio match was a tough watch from her perspective, I found. What a oh, I thought that landed in. It's gone long. 30 love here, Janice Chen. Okay, do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Chen here serving 4-all, 30 love. That's a nice backhand there. Forehand here from Cristian into the backhand of Chen. Bit of luck there with the net cord for Cristian, and she's going to pass Chen at the net. She does at least apologize for the fortune that she got with that net cord. Rakimova is held. So 3-2, Andreescu leads with a break, change of ends. Svida leads Cilic 2-1, change of ends. They are on serve there. Andreescu does have a breakup on Rakimova. Wins for Gael Monfils over Galano in straight sets, and Prismic over Schoolcate in 3 sets. Some of the matches from early on today. Also, I watched Brooksby play really well against Popperin. By the way, Popperin, dearie me, is a long way off where he was at when he won the 1000 in Canada. Is he the weakest 1000 winner on the men's side over the last couple of years? Let me know in the live chat what you think. Is he the weakest since Cam Norrie, maybe Indian Wells? I mean, that Indian Wells had so many absentees. I think Djokovic wasn't there. Federer, Nadal weren't there. I think it was before Federer retired. I think. Yeah, no, it was. It was good hold there with a wonderful forehand from Chen. Did I mention the Chen forehand? Fonseca and Collignon are on court, but they have yet to commence their match. Ghosty's going for Collignon in straight sets. I don't know if that's a real prediction or if he's just being mischievous. Our friend Ghosty can be mischievous. That is for sure. Which match is the Tsitsipas Shapovalov match following? They're playing after whom? So I know we've got Yastremska against Zhang Shuai coming up on the same court as Tjen and Cristian. But which court are Tsitsipas and Shapo coming up on? Are they on the same court as Andreescu and Rakimova, maybe? Hmm. So Cristian here serving to stay in the first set. 4-5, 15 love for the Romanian. Andreescu serving at 3-2, 15 all. And Cilic has 3 game points. Cilic looking much more comfortable on serve than Svider thus far. Cilic has 3 game points for 2 all. One around forehand here for Tjen. Really big ballsy play there from Cristian, by the way, to get to 15 love. Cilic has held 2 all, 18 minutes on the clock. Meanwhile, Andreescu seeking to keep hold of that break that she has. She's up 3-2, 30-15. Yeah, let me know someone in the live chat. Shapovalov against... Oh, it's good defending there from Cristian. And that drop shot's not going to work from Tjen. Yeah, let me know in the live chat someone. Tsitsipas against Shapo. Which match are they following? I'm going to say it's after Andreescu Rakimova. That's what I'm thinking. But I think a lot of things, and not all are accurate. $30-15 here for Jaqueline Cristian. Oh, Vakimova has a break point on Andreescu. So 30-40, 3-2. Bianca's going to have to save a break point here. Can she do it? Just watching Cristian here in a big point as well at 30-15. Backhand to backhand. Oh, and the backhand from Cristian breaks down. Puts it into the net. So 30 all. And Vakimova has broken back. She breaks back on Bianca Andreescu. Svider 40-15 has 2 game points on Marin Cilic. And João Fonseca and Rafael Collignon are warming up. $30 all here, Cristian Tjen. Can play here from really good attacking play there from Tjen at the net. And she's going to have a set point as a result. Real turnaround in this match. Cristian broke the Tjen serve, but then Tjen broke immediately back and then held. And now is threatening to win the first set. She has a set point. Okay, where are you going with this serve? Out wide. It's a good serve from Cristian, but it's going to land in. She's going to have to finish the forehand. But actually, Tjen has got a chance, but she doesn't take it. And it's deuce. Tjen had a really good chance there to pass Cristian, but she went long with that forehand. Did I say this match was going to be about the Tjen forehand? Did I mention? So Tsitsipas follows BB Vakimova. Thank you, Ghosty. Okay, deuce here. It's actually nearer 4 a.m., Jake. The TNNS app is occasionally wrong. Let's just say that. Going to have another set point here for Janice Tjen as we welcome viewers for João Fonseca against Rafael Collignon. Thank you for joining us. Let me know in the live chat who you think is going to emerge the winner. Meanwhile, we have a set point. Collignon and Fonseca are warming up, but we have a set point here for Janice Tjen. It's her second one, and it's going to be a second serve for the Indonesian to look at. Where are you going with this serve? On around forehand return. Backhand from Jaqueline into the forehand of Tjen. Backhand, and it goes into the net. Janice Tjen wins the first set. 6-4. Janice punches the air, looks towards her team, and you wouldn't know it from her expression on her face, but she must be inside pretty happy. 47 minutes on the clock, and she was down 4-3. She was down 4-3 in a break, but then she won 3 games in a row, including 2 breaks of serve to win the first set. And by the way, Collignon and Fonseca are underway, with João Fonseca serving first, and it is 15-all. That is taking place in Stadium 3, that particular encounter. Do let me know in the live chat as to who you think is going to win. And Andreescu has a break point on Rakimova, by the way. Svider and Cilic are locked at 3-all. Andreescu 3 games all with Rakimova, but Rakimova has saved that break point. So 3-all deuce there in the Stadium 1. Carlos Alcaraz or Carlos Navarro? I might have Alcaraz but on the show before I have Navarro. So, Tjen is going to serve first at the beginning of this second set. And she's won the first point of the second set, so 15-love. Meanwhile, Rakimova has a game point for 4-3. Svider looking a much more comfortable server now than he was in the early stages of the match. It's 3-all and 30-love for the American. As for João Fonseca, he has 2 game points to hold serve in the opening game of the match against Rafael Collignon. And Tjen, oh, that's a gift of a backhand error there from Cristian. So 30 love for Janice Tjen. And Fonseca's held for 1 love. So a good start there for the Brazilian. And Rakimova, good hold for her, 4-3. That's a real slog over there on Stadium 1. Andreescu now serving at 3-4. Change of ends. Nice, comfortable hold for João Fonseca. And Cristian's going to go long there. So it's going to be 3 game points here for Janice Tjen already at the beginning of the second set, as she looks to win her 4th game in a row. Two game points for Svider to take a 4-3 lead. It's a nice forehand there from... Oh, lucky Cristian with that net cord. It was a good forehand from Janice Tjen, forcing Cristian out wide. Cristian did take the backhand on, and she did hit it with some venom. And I think that venom helped it get over the net, but very lucky with the dead net cord. Do hit that like button, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Oh, that's lovely from Tjen going in behind Cristian with that forehand. Have we spoke about the Tjen forehand yet? 1 love, she leads. Andreescu serving at 3-4, and she's up 15 love. Svider got pegged back on his serve, but he is now at an advantage, so he has a game point for 4-3. And Collignon under a little bit of pressure on his serve. 15-30 he is. So, real good spell this for Janice Tjen. She's won 4 games in a row. And that first serve is going to go long from Cristian. Collignon's got it to 30 all, by the way. Svider still has a game point on Marin Cilic. And Andreescu has 2 game points for 4 all. Wonderful forehand there from Jaqueline Cristian to get to 15 love. Is Fonseca going to get a break point in the opening service game for Rafael Collignon? Svider's held 4-3. Certainly there's been a lot more pressure applied to the American serve than Cilic's serve thus far, but nevertheless they are on serve at 4-3. Collignon has a game point. Fonseca wasn't able to gain a break point just yet. Andreescu's held for 4 all, by the way. Meanwhile, Cristian's got to 30-15 on her serve. Come on, Tjen, says Ivan in the live chat. Yeah. Tjen's only point in this game, though, was a double fault off the racket of Jaqueline Cristian. Rakimova serving at 4 all, 15 love. Cilic and Svider are about to return to the court. Cilic is serving at 3-4. And Collignon's got over the line and held for 1 all. 8 minutes there. Collignon was down 15-30, but then won the next 3 points in a row. So 1 game all there. That match is taking place in Stadium 3. On Stadium 2 is Cilic against Svider. They are on serve as well. So all of these matches, Andreescu against Rakimova, Svida against Cilic, and João Fonseca against Collignon. They are all on serve. Tjen and Cristian are also on serve in the second set. Yeah, it's a bit of a moral vacuum, that one, Jake. So Rakimova serving 4-all, 30-15. Of course, the question that everyone's asking is when are we going to get to 26,000 subscribers? In a moment, I will make a guesstimate on that one. Ghosty, I don't know if you know who Romano is, but he's just, yeah, he's, he thinks he's a journalist, but he's just a fraud, football journalist or football fraud. Nope, Nerlan has been absent for, I'd say, 3 or 4 months. Good volley there from Cristian at the net. So that's our subscriber count. We are just a fraction over 400 subscribers away from 26,000. 26,000 is hardly the most fascinating of numbers. We had that whole pursuit of the Indian Wells capacity, and then we had the 25,000 figure. I mean, the next round figure is 30,000, but even that is not, you know, it's a wonderful achievement and a nice landmark, but it's not the same sort of landmark as 25 or 50,000. So really 50,000 is the next big landmark. Andreescu serving to stay in the first set at 4-5. Cilic is serving 3-4, 30-15. And João Fonseca has held serve. So they are on serve at 2-1. Collignon sit down. When they return to the court, Collignon will be serving at 1-2. Is that a double fault from Tjen? I think it is. Yes, indeed. So love 40 and 3 break points for Jaqueline Cristian here in the early stages of the second set. Backhand return from Cristian into the forehand of Tjen. That's a really good depth there from Cristian. She does get the break. She leads 2-1 with the break. Tjen just wasn't ready for that level of depth from Jaqueline Cristian. So 2-1, which is exactly the same score as João Fonseca against Rafael Collignon. Bianca Andreescu against Rakimova. I'm just going to switch over to that one because I think there's an interesting moment at 4-5. Andreescu serving to stay in the set. 4-5, 15 love. That is, of course, on the main court on Stadium 1. And Cilic is having a bit of problems now on his serve against Svida. 3-4 deuce. What do we think about Andreescu and the rest of her career? Obviously winning a US Open at a very young age. Let me know in the live chat. Is Andreescu winning another slam? Is she getting back to the top? Even just sort of the top 10. Top 10, top 20, winning a slam, winning a 1000. Is that happening again? I think no, basically. I think she might win a tournament. And if it was in the States, sorry, if that was a Canadian 1000 or something like that, that would be particularly cool for her. But probably even the 1000 mark will be beyond her. 30 love here for Andreescu. And Cilic is held for 4-all. So that's good for him. Collignon has 2 game points for 2 games all. Let me know in the live chat. Who do you think is winning, Collignon or Fonseca? Just write C for Collignon or F for Fonseca. Just write it and write it now. And click return in the live chat. I'm not sure who Daddy Eyebrows is, Jane. Got a vote for Fonseca here. Do let me know in the live chat. Just simply write F or Collignon. Jake going for Collignon many times over. Ghosty going for Collignon as well. Cristian here with 2 game points, by the way, for 3-1. Andreescu, meanwhile, is at 40 love, but she's not going to deal with that, so it's 40-15. It's a double fault, actually, from Andreescu. Andreescu's hit 2 double faults in this set, and so is Rakimova. Cristian's held for 3-1. Oh, no, it's certainly not a gimme. Anything but. But I am just leaning Zhao. Wonderful to have so many people tuning in, by the way. Do hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Nice drop shot there from Andreescu to get to 5-all. Bianca was up a break in this set, but ceded that break advantage. Cristian is up a break on Tjen in the second set after the Indonesian won the first set. And Svider and Cilic are locked at 4 games all. Svider has 2 game points for 5-4. And a game point for Collignon to get to 2-all. Watching Zhao here hitting some mega forehands, but there's one into the net from the Brazilian. And Collignon holds for 2 games all. Yeah, Matteo Berrettini, you mean? Good win for him. Really close match he had with Manarino today. But he did win that one in 3 sets. Rakimova, by the way, serving at 5-all, 30 love. And Cristian, by the way, might be going up a double break on Tjen. It's love 30 on the Indonesian serve. So Cristian definitely fighting back at the moment against Janice Tjen. Okay, Fonseca here serving at 2-all. Good serve out wide, but well done Collignon for getting that back. And now Collignon's into the rally here. And Zhao goes long on the forehand. So it is love 15 to begin this this 5th game of the first set. Comfortable hold for Rakimova. So Andreescu once again serving to stay in the set at 5-6. Svider has held for 5-4, and Cilic has the same tightrope that Bianca Andreescu is having to fight, which is having served second in the set, meaning that Cilic and Andreescu are both serving to stay in the set. Collignon goes long, so it's 15 all. Fonseca serving here, 2 all, 15 all. Misses the first serve into the net. And Cilic here serving at 4-5, love 15. Oh, I'm glad you like that little reaction, Jane. Yeah. By the way, if you're all watching right now and you haven't done so, hit the like button and see what happens. When you hit that like button, you're going to see something really cool, just like Jane has seen. Good that Jane is being vigilant, by the way. Someone here supporting Rakimova, by the way. GM. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, something else pretty cool that's going to happen is that when you hit subscribe, you'll see the number. Click over that number below me. And when it clicks over, you can do a little dance and know that you have made the difference. There you go. See, just like that. 40-15 here for João Fonseca as he seeks to hold serve. And indeed, he does hold serve for 3-2. Meanwhile, Mr. Marin Cilic is in a little bit of trouble. 4-5, 15-30. Mr. Cilic. Oh, it's 30 all now. So Collignon and Fonseca are on serve. Svider and Cilic are on serve. Andreescu has 3 game points to force that first set into a tiebreak against Rakimova. Andreescu was up a break of serve in that set, but has ceded that break, and therefore they're going to a tiebreak. Cristian, by the way, double break up now on Janice Tjen. So Cristian really looks like she's going to force a deciding set against the Indonesian. Cilic missing his first serve, big style there. An interesting moment here, therefore. 4-5, 30 all. Cilic. Backhand return. Forehand from Cilic is not bad, but it's not done the damage that I'm sure he would have liked. Oh, good depth there from Svider. Forehand into the net from Cilic, and we're going to have a set point for Svider. For Zachary Svider. Jake here going for Collignon in 3 sets. That's funny. Yeah, sleep well, Jake. Cilic, wonderful forehand there, +1. Clenches his fist. He's happy with that one. Deuce. And so he should be. Meanwhile, Collignon and Fonseca are back on court. 2-3. Andreescu and Rakimova are into a tiebreak. I will switch over to that one in a moment. Cilic here has a game point after just hitting an ace out wide. Rakimova's won the first point at the tiebreak on her serve, so it's 1-0 Rakimova. Collignon 2-3, 30-15. Ace down the tee for Cilic. He gets to 5-all. So let's hone in on that Andreescu tiebreak. Over on Stadium 1. Cristian looking pretty comfortable in the second set against Janice Tjen. She's up 5-1. Tjen is serving, therefore, to stay in the second set. Collignon has 2 game points for 3-all against João Fonseca. Thank you very much for the latest person to hit subscribe, by the way. Andreescu here serving at 0-1. And it's a second serve for Rakimova to look at. Backhand return. Good depth there from Rakimova. Forehand now from Rakimova, not bad. That slice from Andreescu is not bad either. Where is Andreescu going? What's she doing in that part of the court? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. We are at neutral now in this rally. Down the middle of the court, both players hitting it. A little bit of a moonball there. I don't know what you're doing that for, Andreescu. Some unusual tactics here, but she may yet still win the point. But she is very much on the defense, but that's landed in. Really good forehands there from Rakimova. Is she going to win the point? I think she is. She's got a smash here and she puts that away. She was dominating that point from start to finish in so many ways. And she takes it out of the air with a smash. And it is 2-0. Mini break advantage for Rakimova. Meanwhile, Collignon has a game point for 3-all. Svider, 40-15 to make it 6-5 in his match with Marin Cilic. Tjen is serving at 1-5, but is up 30-15. As an ace there from Bianca Andreescu, so it is 2-1. So just the 1 point and 1 mini break advantage for Rakimova. Svider's held, so Cilic once again is going to serve to stay in the set. Collignon has a game point for 3-all. Let me know some score predictions for this tiebreak between Rakimova and Andreescu. And Rakimova, wonderful backhand here that there she hit on the rise, leading 3-1. Great start to this tiebreak from her perspective. Cilic and Svider are about to return to the court, and when they do, Cilic will be serving at 5-6. Collignon has indeed held serve, so they're at 3-all. Andreescu should win the point from here, but doesn't. Wonderful backhand pass there from Rakimova, but Andreescu will be kicking herself for going down the line with that forehand. Should have gone cross-court. Easy to say after the event, but it felt like it at the time as well. Did Rakimova read that? Yeah, I think she did. So 4-1 for Rakimova. It is just the 1 mini break advantage, but it feels bigger right now after she just held her 2 points on her serve. Fonseca serving at 3-all. Cilic now and Svider are back on court, and Cilic is serving at 5-6 to stay in the set. Tjen at least has held her serve and is keeping Jaqueline and Cristian honest. When they do return to the court, though, Cristian, who's leading 5-2, will be serving for the set. Meanwhile, here we have forehand-to-forehand rally between Rakimova and Andreescu. Andreescu's won that first point on her serve in this back-to-back period. So they are going to change ends, and it's 4-2. That was a big point for Andreescu to win as they exchange forehands there. João Fonseca, 3-all, 15-all. For those of you just tuning in, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button. Also, hit subscribe. and watch that number just below my head tick over, and you'll know that it was you who made that happen. Andreescu here serving 2-4 in this first set tiebreak. Remember, she was up a break. She was hesitant coming to the net, and she's not done enough with that volley, and Rakhimova punishes her. 5-2, so it's now 2 mini break advantages for Rakhimova. There was a brief amount of hesitancy there, but also the volley just wasn't anywhere near good enough. And Rakhimova punishes her dead on the hour mark right now. And she has 2 serves to win this first set on a tiebreak. Cilic serving at 5-6, 15 all. He has saved a set point, Cilic. Oh, Rakhimova there puts that forehand into the net. So 3-5, or I should say 5-3, Rakhimova. Cilic serving at 5-6, 30, 15. João Fonseca serving at 3 all, 30 all. Jaqueline Cristian is serving for the second set against Janice Tjen, but she is love 15 down on her serve. Okay, second serve here for Andreescu to look at as well. So, 5-3, second serve. She doesn't have the hardest of second serves either, does Rakhimova. And therefore, it's an easy run around forehand for Andreescu. But she's gone long with that return, which will disappoint the Canadian. And so, we have our first set point or points for Rakhimova. 3 of them. Cristian serving for the set, by the way, is love 30 down on her serve. And Cilic has forced the tiebreak against Svider. So they are into a first set tiebreak. Andreescu really does well there. 6-4. So she saves one of the first set points. And Tjen has 2 break points on the Cristian serve, 15-40, to get one of the 2 breaks back. Okay, Andreescu here serving at 4-6. It's the second of 3 set points that she's going to have to save. Good serve out wide. Does she do enough with that forehand? Yes, she does. So, she saved 2 of the set points on her serve. But now, the third one is incoming, and it's on the serve of Rakhimova. So, big moment. You do feel as though if Andreescu was to win this next point, that would be a huge momentum shift in the tiebreak. Bearing in mind, that would be 3 set points that she will have saved. But it's on the Rakhimova racket for sure because she is serving. Cristian saved one of those break points, by the way. Ooh, missed the first serve, Rakhimova. So a second serve here for Bianca Andreescu to look at to try and get it to 6 all in this tiebreak. Backhand return. It's got good depth on it, but they're into the rally right now. Rakhimova being pushed out wide. Oh, wonderful. Really good touch there from Andreescu at the net. And it is 6 all. Change of ends. 3 set points saved for the Canadian. Tjen, by the way, has got one of the breaks back on Jaqueline Cristian. So she is now serving at 3-5 in the second set. Cilic and Svider have just got their tiebreak underway in the first set. So that is 1 point all. And João Fonseca is held for 4-3 against Collignon. So they are on serve in the first set, Fonseca and Collignon. Cilic is leading 2-1 in the tiebreak, albeit that it's on serve against Svider. Tjen is serving 3-5. She is serving, of course, to stay in the second set, and she is love 15 down. Back on Stadium 1, Andreescu, Rakhimova. Andreescu has saved 3 set points. Can she now earn a set point of her own? Let's see. 6-all here. Good serve down the tee there from Rakimova. She should win the point from here. Andreescu defending. But oh no, Rakimova! Hell of a forehand drive volley on top of the net, but she dumps it into the net. She's annoyed with that one, as you can see. That is incredible miss, that one from Rakimova. And we are going to have a set point now for Bianca Andreescu. And it is on the Canadian serve. Svider and Cilic, by the way, 2-all in their tiebreak. Hi, Ashley, from over the pond. Forehand to forehand right now. Remember, this is a set point for Andreescu. Curious moonball that. And look at that execution from Andreescu, and she screams with delight. Rakimova, especially in that last point, she did kind of blow it, no? I mean, not just in that last point, but so many points like that. So Andreescu wins the first set. She saved 3 set points. But the last 2 points that went Bianca's way, there was a strange backhand moonball from Rakimova. Just having a quick look at some of the stats from that set. Rakimova won more points. She won 43 points to 42. 6 aces off the racket of Andreescu and none from Rakimova. But it is Andreescu who wins that first set by 7 games to 6, 8-6 on the tiebreak. Oh, okay. Andreescu's not being shown on Canadian TV. Yeah, that is frustrating. Collignon, by the way, here serving at 3-4. And it is 15-30 on his serve. Svider has the mini break advantage at the change of ends. 4-2. He is up. So they will change ends with the advantage for the American. Tjen has held serve. So that's an interesting development. Bearing in mind she was 5-1 down. She's now won 3 in a row. It was a lioness yell, Ghosty. Absolutely. Right. Cristian against Tjen. Cristian here, for the second time, is serving for the second set. That double break advantage has been whittled away, but she still has one more bite of the cherry at least in terms of serving for the second set. Cilic, by the way, hits an ace down the tee, so at least has won that next point to get it to 4-3. It's 4-3 Svider. Bang on the line, that one, Cilic. So Svider here with a mini break advantage in this tiebreak. 4-3, he leads. Jaqueline Cristian is serving for the second set. And João Fonseca is threatening the Collignon serve at the business end of the first set. Collignon serving at deuce 3-4. And a second serve here for Marin Cilic to look at as he seeks parity in this first set tiebreak. Forehand return. That was an unusual decision there from Svider to go to the forehand of Cilic. But anyway, here we are. And now Svider goes long on the backhand. And we are indeed at 4-all in the tiebreak. So absolutely dead level. 6 games all. Tiebreak. 4 points all. And João Fonseca has a break point on the Collignon serve. Collignon serving at 3-4. If Fonseca wins this next point, he will be serving for the first set, but he doesn't win the next point. Collignon saves that break point and gets it back to deuce. Meanwhile, we are going forehand to forehand here between Svider and Cilic in this tiebreak. Well defended there from Marin Cilic. Cilic having to defend again. Is he going to be able to defend this? No, he's not. So Svider is now up 5-4 in the tiebreak. Nice to see Matteo get the win, says Ashley. Full body cramps took over. Hopefully he can recover in time for his next match. Yeah, fingers crossed for the Italian. Hit the like button, everyone, by the way. And when you hit the like button, watch what happens. It's fun. Trust me. All right? Hit the like button and just see what happens. A little fun thing happens. That's all I'm saying. A little fun. Little reward for hitting the like button. Okay, Cilic here serving. 4-5. Good serve down the tee. Another ace. That's back-to-back aces for Cilic on his serve. Well, of course, on his serve. If he's hitting back-to-back aces, he's not going to hit them on the turn, is he? An hour and 1 minute on the clock between Svider and Cilic. And the next person to win a point will have a set point in this tiebreak. Fonseca has another break point on the Collignon serve, by the way. So some drama all the way. Misses the first serve, does Cilic. We just had a lot of drama on Stadium 1 with Bianca Andreescu saving 3 set points. Winning 5 points on a row, by the way, because she was 6-3 down, but won that tiebreak 8-6. Who is winning this tiebreak between Cilic and Collignon? Cilic and Svider. Forehand now, backhand from Svider is not bad. Cilic on the backhand there, Svider on the backhand. Wonderful forehand there from Cilic, but it's not won the point yet. Svider's fighting hard and fighting well. I do like the color of Svider's t-shirt, by the way. It's a nice green. Oh, I thought that Cilic backhand was going into the net, but it didn't. Forehand from Cilic now. But that backhand is too good from Svider. And I think Cilic showed his age a little bit there towards the end of that rally. And I don't mean it in a good way. Sorry, Marin. Set point, Zachary Vida. Collignon, by the way, has not only saved the break point against João Fonseca, he has now won the next point and the next one. So Collignon holds serve for all. Andreescu and Rakimova are back underway at the beginning of the second set. And Andreescu is already going to have to face a break point, or save a break point, I should say. Attempt. She's 30-40 on her serve. By the way, what about Janice Tjen? Oh, my goodness me. Cristian has a set point. Oh, and Cilic has missed that down the line. So Svider wins the first set over Marin Cilic. What is going to happen on this set point between Jaqueline Cristian and Janice Tjen? I will talk you through it as Cristian tries to level the match at 1 set apiece. And Rakimova, by the way. I'm just watching a smash from Cristian, by the way, on the first set point. Cristian, on the first set point that she had, she put a horrible smash into the net. So 1 set point has come and gone for Cristian, but she's got a second one. Rakimova is now up a break, by the way, on Andreescu. So she's done well to fight off the momentum that she would have lost, having lost that first set. Okay, here we go. Cristian to serve at 40-30, sorry. Second serve. Boy, if she was to lose this point as well. Dearie me. So, second serve. Tjen just gave her that huge gaping hole. And Tjen took advantage of it. She went big on that second serve. And there are some Jaqueline fans there. Look at those, I'm presuming Romanians, all there with their Jaqueline scarves. And so we are going 3 sets. So some big moments in the last couple of minutes. We've had Bianca Andreescu winning the first set over Rakimova, but Rakimova is up an early break in the second set. We've had Collignon fighting off break points, but remaining on serve against João Fonseca. We've just seen Jaqueline Cristian finally get over the line after so many times of asking against Janice Tjen. They're now 1 set apiece and going to go into a third set. And Marin Cilic, boy, oh boy, he'll feel like he threw that away in so many ways, that first set tiebreak, especially on that last point. And Svider, therefore, is up a set on Marin Cilic. Let's go over to João Fonseca against Rafael Collignon, because Collignon is serving to stay in the set 4-5. That's the perilous tightrope, of course, that you have to tread when you're serving second in a set. They are at the sit down at the moment. Cristian and Tjen are also going to take a break. 1 set all. Some support here for Rakimova in the chat. And yes, Svider and Cilic. Last set indeed. Yeah, hit that like button, people. How many likes have we got on this video? Someone let me know in the live chat how many likes we have. Rakimova has consolidated the break. So Collignon to serve here at 4-5. Good forehand there. Fonseca, though. Wow, what defense there from Fonseca. Tough smash. What defense that is from Fonseca. My goodness me. Surely he's not going to defend that. No, he isn't. Collignon was on top of that point from start to finish, but somehow Fonseca stayed in it. Anyway, 15 love for the Belgian. Do let me know in the live chat, by the way, where are you tuning in from? Where are you watching these matches? In which part of the world? I'm in Bonn in Western Germany. Just the 6 likes on Fonseca against Collignon. That's pretty pathetic. Come on, people, hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. So, Collignon here, a little bit of pressure now. 15-30 down on his serve. Good play there from João Fonseca, by the way, to get to 15-30. There's plenty of Brazilians there in the crowd. Tjen has held serve, by the way, at the beginning of the deciding set against Cristian, so she leads 1 love. Rakimova, by the way, is now up a double break on Bianca Andreescu. She leads 3 love. Cilic and Svider are now back on court and beginning their second set. Cilic is serving first. He's up 40-30. Okay, run around forehand here for Collignon. We're into the rally here. Okay, Collignon comes into the net for that volley. Puts that volley away, does he? Yes, he does. 30 all. Ooh, Cilic is at deuce on his serve. In the opening game of the second set. Remember, Svider won the first set by 7 games to 6. Okay, Collignon here, 7. 4-5, 30 all. Huge serve down the tee, unreturned. 40-30 for the Belgian. Game point. We've had a few break points for João Fonseca, but he wasn't able to take any of them. So we've had so far 9 successive holds. Are we going to get a 10th? Well, we've got a game point here for Collignon. And Fonseca goes long, so it's 5 all. Okay. State of play. Cilic has just held. So, Spider won the first set over Marin Cilic by 7-6, but Cilic has held serve at the beginning of the second set. He leads 1-love. Rakimova lost the first set and lost it very much being the operative word because she had 3 set points, but she did lose that first set on a tiebreak to Bianca Andreescu. However, she's in the driving seat in the second set because she has a double break advantage over the Canadian. Over to Stadium 4, Jaqueline Cristian and Janice Tjen are into a deciding set. 1 set apiece there. Tjen has held serve at the beginning of the deciding set. So she leads 1-love. And it is now 15-30 on the Cristian serve. Okay, you're in Jakarta, are you, Mr. Dimar? Plenty of people watching the Tjen Cristian stream, by the way. For those of you watching that, or any of the streams, by the way, do hit the subscribe button and watch this number tick over. There are 56 people watching on YouTube right now, and statistically, about 35 of you have not subscribed. If all 35 of you hit subscribe right now, you would blow up the internet. 2 break points for Janice Tjen in the opening service game of Jaqueline Cristian, by the way. Good forehand winner there from João Fonseca. So he's up 30-15 on his serve. Spider against Cilic. Spider serving at love 1, has 3 game points. 40-love, he leads. Cristian has saved 1 of the break points. So it's 30-40. Forehand here from Fonseca into the forehand of Collignon. But Fonseca's missed that forehand, so it's 30 all. Is Tjen going to break the Jaqueline Cristian serve? I did go for Tjen in 3 sets, so that prediction is very much still on. Okay, forehand here for Collignon, and he's going to get a break point on the João Fonseca serve. And break is the operative word, as we have some breaking news from Stadium 4, where Janice Tjen is up an early break in the deciding set on Jaqueline Cristian. She leads by 2-love, and now will seek to consolidate the break. Okay, Fonseca, can you save this break point? 30-40. Missed the first serve. So a second serve for Collignon to look at. Fonseca goes along with a forehand, and indeed we've got the break of serve. Collignon leads 6-5 and will be serving for the first set when they return to the court. Collignon, by the way, has the same racket as Janice Tjen and Alex Ayala. It's a Babolat. So Tjen now serving 2-love, 15-love. Rakimova, by the way, is running away with the second set. She leads 4-love. Cilic is 1-all with Spider, and Cilic serving at 30-love. Andreescu better be careful, or she might get bageled in this second set. What is going on with Andreescu, asked Bjorn. Good question. It's falling apart. I mean, actually, Rakimova was the better player in the end, wasn't she? I mean, Andreescu got the early break, but from that moment onwards, Rakimova was easily the better player in the first set. But she couldn't take her chances. None more so than when she had those 3 set points in the tiebreak. And Andreescu was ruthless and took advantage of some anxiety from Rakimova. But Rakimova's done really well to compose herself, having lost the first set in that manner. And yeah, Looking very good now for Rakimova in this second set, at least. Cilic has held serve. So Svider now will serve at 1-2. And Collignon is serving for the set against João Fonseca. If you're watching right now, by the way, and you hit the like button, watch what happens when you hit the like button. Something fun happens, all right? So I'm telling you for a reason. Collignon has won the first point of this 12th game of the first set. By the way, Janice Tjen is trying to consolidate that break. It's a wonderful pickup there from Collignon in that wonderful green shirt. Good return there from Fonseca. It's not the strongest part of his game for sure, but he's put him in a good position in this rally. And a backhand from Collignon goes long, and it's 15-all. Are we going to get a game point or a break point in this game between Cristian and Tjen? If it is going to be a break point, by the way, it will be a break back point. If it goes Tjen's way, it'll be a consolidate and game point. And it is going to go Janice Tjen's way. So she is going to have a game point for 3-love. Collignon with a not so good backhand there. And Fonseca now will see a chink of light here. 15-30 on the Collignon serve. It's an Asics shirt that Collignon has there, I think. Another decent return there from João Fonseca. Really good depth, though, there from Collignon. Now it's on the Fonseca forehand. I don't think he did quite enough with that forehand. Now goes into the backhand of Collignon, who slices it back. Nice forehand there from Fonseca, but Collignon is dealing with this in terms of... But he's not dealing with that one. Big forehands there from João Fonseca, and it is 15-40. So 2 break points for the Brazilian to force a tiebreak. Tjen has consolidated, by the way, against Jaqueline Cristian. So 3-love. Huge advantage for Janice Tjen in the deciding set. Bianca Andreescu has a game point at 40-30 to finally get on the board in the second set. Good serve down the tee there from Collignon. It's going to save one of the break points. So 30-40. Okay. Oh, Andreescu deuce. So Rakimova is smelling blood. Talking of smelling blood, João Fonseca has a second break point, and it is going to be a second serve to look at as well. Forehand return from João into the forehand of Collignon. Backhand now to backhand. Good depth there from João. Now João opens up the forehand. Goes in behind him, but look at these forehands just peppering. Those forehands are just too big, including that final one, which was huge. Sending the crowd wild and sending us into a tiebreak. João Fonseca breaks back. Rakimova has a break point for 5-love over Andreescu, by the way. And Marin Cilic has 2 break points on Svider. The first one has been saved by the American. So it is 1-2, 30-40. Svider serving. Andreescu, by the way, love 4. And it is advantage Rakimova to get another break of serve there to go up 5-love. Okay, Fonseca always missed the forehand there, João. So Collignon takes the early lead in the tiebreak 1-0 and is a mini break advantage. And Rakimova has indeed broken. And so she leads 5-love and is going to serve to bagel Bianca Andreescu in the second set. I do wonder if Bianca's okay physically. Someone did a dance after hitting subscribe. 1-1, by the way, so Fonseca gets the mini break back. Wonderful to have so many people joining for the Tjen-Cristian match, which right now is looking very, very good for Janice Tjen. She's up 3-love and is applying pressure to the Jaqueline Cristian serve. Cristian here at love 30. Ace Collignon 2-1. Is Tjen going to get another break of serve on the Jaqueline Cristian serve? Do let me know in the live chat. Where in the world are you tuning in from? 15:30, Cristian Tjen. Cristian serving at love 3, 15:30. Oh, and Spider saved all those break points. It's not out of the woods yet, but he's close. Good serve there from Fonseca to get us to 2-2. Oh, yeah. Okay, Cristian here serving at 15:30. It's a good serve from João Fonseca. 3-2 he leads. They are on serve. Thank you for the latest person who hit subscribe. Everyone who hit subscribe, by the way, you'll see this number tick over. And you'll know that it was you who made that difference. And just like 40U7UB38, you can do a little dance. Okay, Collignon here serving at 2-3 in the tiebreak, just ahead of the change of ends. 2 break points for Janice Tjen, by the way, for 4-love. Collignon thought about doing a serve volley there, but didn't do it in the end. Anyway, we're into the rally here, backhand to backhand right now. Wonderful backhand cross court there from João Fonseca. And he takes a 4-2 lead at the change of ends. Meanwhile, Cristian has saved the first of those break points. Go Tjen, you can do it. Well, she has another break point here for 4-love. Can Cristian save a second break point? Yes, she can. Deuce. Spider saved some break points and is now 2-all in the second set with Marin Cilic, with the American having won the first set. Okay, Collignon serving here at 2-4. Backhand now to backhand. Down the middle of the court. Now it's on the forehand of both players. Good forehand up the line there from Fonseca. He's really pressuring Spider right now. But, Collignon right now. But Collignon is just about dealing with it. In fact, Collignon's still in this rally, defending pretty well. But he can't defend that forehand. And it's 5-2 João Fonseca. Fonseca's going to have 2 serves to win the first set. Tjen is going to get another break point on the Cristian serve. Ay. Unreturned serve, and it's 6-2 now. Andreescu's trying to avoid the bagel here. Rakimova serving for it at 5-love, and it's deuce. Good serve out wide there from João Fonseca, and he wins the first set on a tiebreak by 7 points to 2. And boy, oh boy, Collignon serving for the first set. Wasn't able to take it from 15-love up. Fonseca with those incredible forehands, including the forehand to break. And then he took that momentum into the tiebreak and won it comfortably in the end. Rakimova has a set point, a bagel set point on Bianca Andreescu. An hour and 35 minutes on the clock in that match between Bianca Andreescu and Rakimova. Set point for Rakimova, 5-love. While Cristian and Tjen, this game is turning into a bit of an epic. Set point Rakimova. Once this set is done, we will switch our attention mainly to Tjen and Cristian as they get towards the end of their match. Remember, they're in a deciding set. Andreescu saved the set point, and we're at deuce. João Fonseca won the first set on a tie-break over Rafael Collignon. Zachary Svider won the first set on a tie-break over Marin Cilic. Bianca Andreescu won the first set on a tie-break over Rakimova. Cristian and Tjen are in an epic game here in the third set. Wonderful to have so many people watching this Tjen-Cristian encounter. Please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. In the game that never seems like it's going to end between Cristian and Tjen, it's deuce. Meanwhile, Bianca Andreescu has a break point, and Svider gets the break on Cilic. So Zachary Svider is within touching distance now of the second round in Indian Wells. He leads Marin Cilic by a set and a break. Janice Tjen leads Jaqueline Cristian by a set and a break, but she's threatening a double break advantage. It's a break point for Janice Tjen to go up 4-love. Collignon and Fonseca are beginning this second set. Collignon serving, but it is love 15. Rakimova saves the break point. Can Cristian do the same against Janice Tjen? Tjen breaks here, and that'll be huge. Mind you, she's had a double break advantage in the last week or so, where she let that one slip against Camilo Osorio last week. So she is always a little vulnerable. Oh, forehand into the net from João Fonseca. So 15 all. Meanwhile, Rakimova has another set point, and Cristian has saved the break point. Well done, Jaqueline Cristian. They're back to deuce. Rakimova has a set point for 6-love. Yes, you heard me right. Rakimova, second set against Bianca Andreescu. At the moment, it's 5-love. And it's a game, it's a set point for Rakimova. And she takes it by 6 games to love. A bagel for Bianca Andreescu. Collignon puts that volley away at the net, so he leads 30-15 at the beginning of the second set. How is Andreescu feeling? Is she okay physically, I ask? Cristian here at love 3, and now she has a game point to her advantage. Svider has consolidated his break and leads 4-2. Let's switch our attention to Jaqueline Cristian against Janice Tjen. Big moments here in the match, especially if Cristian can hold here. Here's a great backhand winner there from Jaqueline Cristian to set up game point. So Andreescu and Rakimova are going 3. Collignon, good hold of serve there to begin the second set against João Fonseca. Important for him to get that hold on the board. Svider leads Cilic by a set and a break. Cilic serving love 15 as well. Cristian here has a game point. It's going to be another first serve after the first one clipped the net and landed in. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going out wide, backhand return. Just missed that forehand, did Cristian, so we are at deuce. Such a long game, this. Deuce number 5. Wonderful to have so many of you watching here. Please do hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. I'm assuming Rubens is a Cilic fan, as he said, Svider, no. Well, Cilic is very much caught in the Svider web right now. 2-4, love 15. Andreescu will at least serve first at the beginning of the deciding set against Rakimova. Cristian here very much on top of this point, and she's going to win it with a big forehand. And as a result, hold serve. Huge hold for Jaqueline Cristian. So it is just a single break advantage for Janice Tjen. And I wonder how emotionally that will be for her in terms of the chances she had to break in that previous game to get that double break lead. Cilic in huge trouble in Stadium 2. 2-4, love 30 he is now. So Tjen serving here at 3-1. Out wide. Cristian does well with that return. Oh, Janice, you should have gone down the line there. Love 15. And Svider has 3 break points on the Cilic serve. Love 40. If he gets the break here, we're serving for the match. It's all going wrong right now for Marin Cilic. Is it all going right for Jaqueline Cristian? Well, we'll see during this game. Backhand return. Forehand from Tjen into the forehand of Cristian. It's good forehand that one was from Cristian. Now on the forehand of Tjen once again. Slice here from Tjen. Backhand goes long from Tjen. Love 30. Cilic has saved the first of 3 break points on his serve. But it feels like a long, long way back right now for the Croatian. Saved another break point, Cilic. 2-4, 30-40. And Tjen misses the first serve here at love 30. Backhand return there for Cristian. Oh, and the backhand goes into the net. 15-30. Collignon and Fonseca are locked at 1 game all, 30 all in their second set, with the Brazilian having won the first set on a tiebreak. Collignon was serving for that first set, but quickly got broken. And the tiebreak was fairly one-way traffic for Zhao, winning it by 7 points to 2. Good return there for Cristian, but they are into the rally right now. Thought that forehand was going out, but well done, Janice Tjen. She's still attacking. Tjen is attacking. Tjen is attacking. Tjen is attacking. Oh, lucky Cristian again with a net cord. Again, lucky Cristian. That's at least 3 net cords she's had today. And that one really helped her win the point because Tjen was ready there for that volley. But it clips the net. Tjen has to adjust herself pretty quickly. And as a result, can't put the volley away. So we've got 2 break points for Jaqueline Cristian. This is to get the match back on serve. João Fonseca has a break point on Collignon. And Svider breaks Marin Cilic and will serve for the match. It's a double break advantage for the American now, Marin Cilic. Forehand return into the forehand of Tjen. Now it's on the backhand of Cristian. Forehand from Tjen. Backhand Cristian goes across court. Forehand goes cross court from Osorio. Slice to slice. Now it's on the forehand of Janice Tjen. Forehand to forehand right now. But she's going to hit that long. She is. And Cristian gets the break. And we're back on serve. So many twists and turns in this match. Remember, we had so many break points for Janice Tjen to get a double break advantage at 3-love. She couldn't take them. And I think mentally that meant she took it into the next game. And as a result, we're back on serve between Cristian and Tjen. Svajda is serving for the match. João Fonseca gets the break. João Fonseca now leads Rafael Collignon by a set and a break. Huge news there for the Brazilian. So Cristian here serving at 2-3. Do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Also give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. You can also find us on TikTok as well, where we are merely talking tennis. Would be great if you could all follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Svajda serving for the match. Love 30, by the way. Cristian here serving at 2-3. So, João Fonseca leads Collignon by a set and a break. Svajda is serving for the match, but he is love 30 down to Marin Cilic. Bianca Andreescu is in all sorts of trouble against Rakimova. She's down 15-40 at the beginning of the deciding set. Rakimova bageling the Canadian in the second set. Cristian here serving at 2-3, love 15. Svajda winning the next point, 15-30. Run around forehand return for Tjen there. Now it's on the forehand again from Janice Tjen. Backhand now from Cristian. Another net cord for Cristian. If she wins this point, it'll be ridiculous. I think she... Wow, what a lob from Jaqueline Cristian, by the way. But so lucky with the net cord. I mean, that's 4 net cords now that have really changed these points. Janice Tjen must be thinking, what is going on in terms of her luck right now? 15 all. What is going on with Svajda and Cilic? Well, Cilic has a break point. That's what's going on there. 30-40. Svajda getting the jitters as he's trying to serve for the match. Cilic desperate to get one of the breaks back. He's down a double break, of course. Janice Tjen here trying to get that break advantage again. She had a chance to go up a double break, but couldn't take it. Forehand to backhand right now is the exchange. Good depth there, though, from Cristian. Slice there from Tjen. Another slice up the line to the forehand of Cristian. Now it's on the forehand of Tjen. Now it's a short ball that Tjen should take advantage of, and she does. Cilic, by the way, has got one of the breaks back on Svajda. So 3-5 now for Marin Cilic in the second set. Fonseca leads by a set and a break over Collignon. Svajda is up a set and a break on Marin Cilic. Andreescu, big hold for Bianca. She stopped the rot over on Stadium 1, winning that first game. Jaqueline Cristian, by the way, serve unreturned, so 30 all. 2-3, 30 all. 2 hours and 5 minutes on the clock for this encounter between Cristian and Tjen. Nip and tuck. Let me know in the live chat who is winning this, by the way. In the live chat, just write C if you think Cristian's winning it, or T if you think Tjen is winning it. Just hit C or T in the live chat and hit return. I still think Tjen is winning this, but she won't be feeling great having had these advantages in this deciding set. Similar to the Osorio match in that respect. Last week in Merida for Janice. Run around forehand return into the forehand of Cristian. Slice there from Tjen has got really good depth on it. Now it's a run around forehand for Tjen. Backhand from Cristian. Another forehand from Tjen is pretty good, but Cristian's defending it and defending it really well. Now, but she's dumped that backhand into the net, has Cristian. She throws her racket onto the ground. And it's 30-40, a break point here for Janice Tjen. Cilic, by the way, 3-5, 40 love. He is applying the pressure to Svider right now. And Fonseca's consolidated the break. He leads 3-1 in the second set over Rafael Collignon. Okay, break point here for Janice Tjen to once again go up a break in this deciding set. 30-40. Where are you going with this serve? Into the backhand of Tjen, but that's not going to land anywhere near in from Janice. And it's deuce. Good serve there from Cristian. Cilic holds. So, over to you, Zachary Svider, once again to serve for the match after the change of ends. Okay. Rakimova and Andreescu are into a deciding set, just like Jaqueline, Cristian, and Janice Tjen right now. Deuce. Run around forehand return. Backhand from Cristian. Forehand there from Tjen. Into the backhand of Cristian. It's a really good backhand from Cristian, and Tjen can't deal with it. Game point. And now she has a game point. Everyone watching, by the way, this Cristian Tjen stream, or any of our streams, by the way, hit that like button and watch what happens when you hit the like button. Something super cool will happen. Just like that, if you're a fan of Jaqueline Cristian. Because that was an ace down the tee for the Romanian, and we're 3-all. I need some votes in the live chat. I need some people writing. I need T for Tjen or C for Cristian. Who is winning this deciding set? If you think it's Cristian, write C in the live chat and hit return. If you think it's Tjen who's going to win this deciding set, hit T and hit return. So Ghosty is going for Tjen. T for Tjen, says Ghosty. Ghosty says it twice. Such is his enthusiasm for a Janice win. Yeah, we got it. Forehand here from Tjen behind Cristian's lovely. 15-30. We are entering the closing stages of this match. Therefore, you only have a brief amount of time if you're watching Cristian and Tjen stream to hit the like button. And watch what happens, by the way, when you hit that like button. And if you hit subscribe, watch this number just below my head tick over. Tjen doing really well here to race into a 40-love lead, although she is being helped a little bit by the Cristian backhand, which is breaking down right now. Collignon 1-3, 30-15. By the way, Zachary Svider serving for the match against Marin Cilic for the second time, and he is up 15-love. And he's now up 30-love. So, good news for the American. 2 points away from the win. Rafael Collignon, by the way, 1-3, 30 all. Meanwhile, Janice Tjen is 40-15 on her serve against Jaqueline Cristian. Tjen's going to be heartbroken if Cilic loses. Well, I think he might, but It's 30 love here for Svider. He's 2 points away. Tjen is 1 point away from going up 4-3 on Jaqueline Cristian. I need to see some T's or C's in the live chat. T for Tjen, C for Cristian, and then hit return, and I'll share it on the screen, just like Ghosty did here. Look, Ghosty was so enthusiastic, he did it 3 times. Oh, that's a terrible backhand there from Cilic into the net. And we do have 3 match points for Zachary Svider and a place in the second round at Indian Wells. So Svider here serving 40 love into the backhand of Cilic. He's going to go long, and Svider wins 7-6, 6-4. Congratulations to the American, who sort of had an advantage, just a little advantage most of the match. He had that little advantage in the tie break that he did cede, but eventually did get over the line. Took that into the second set, went up a double break, wasn't able to serve. Well, he did serve for it, but he wasn't able to get over the line at the first time of asking when serving for it. But he was at the second time of asking, an hour and 46 minutes. And Zachary Svider takes the plaudits from the crowd as we see the American flags waving. He is through to the next round in Indian Wells. And Marin Cilic, is that the last time we see Marin Cilic at the Indian Wells? He's not said this is his last year on tour, so not necessarily. But it might be. He does wave to the crowd, sticks his thumb up. We also get some applause from Zachary Svider as he applauds the Croatian off the court. And now Mr. Cilic will head to Miami for the second leg of the Sunshine Double. I don't know if he's signed up for the Phoenix Challenger. By the way, Cilic, serve quality, he won that dynamic 9.1 to 7.8 in terms of his serves. He also got more first serves in than Zachary Svider, and he also won more of his first serves than Zachary Svider. But where Cilic was really let down is on his second serve, winning just 33% of his second serves. That will certainly have disappointed him. Plus 9 from 14 at the net. Not too impressive from Marin Cilic there either. That'll disappoint the Croatian. And ultimately, it's Svider who progresses to the next round. Okay, Tjen has held serve for 4-3. So on she goes. 4-3 she leads. All right. Well, that's Svider and Cilic done. I think Focky will fancy his chances there. Right, let's switch over to Cristian and Tjen. Because Cristian is serving at 3-4. Rakimova's up an early break on Andreescu, by the way. 2-1 she leads. BB is really struggling, as Ghosty says. Yeah, she's lost 8 of the last 9 games. Fonseca's up a set and a break on Collignon. Okay, we're into the rally here. Janice Tjen on the forehand, but she's gone too big. 30 love. Okay, Cristian to serve here at 30 love. Where are you going with this serve? Out wide. Forehand return from Janice Tjen into the forehand of Cristian. Backhand now from each player now. On the forehand, though, of Cristian. Forehand from Janice Tjen is going to go wildly out. And so it is 40 love. 3 game points. Okay, forehand here from Cristian into the forehand of Janice Tjen. Janice Tjen really being made to work here. She's defending. Is she going to be able to defend this one? Oh, a lovely cross-court shot there from Tjen, but what a volley from Jaqueline Cristian as she gestures to the crowd saying, hey, give me some support, people. And she levels it up at 4 games all. Rakimova did indeed come through qualities. For those of you just tuning in, do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Up Ald says Bianca just needs to lock in. She's the better player objectively. I think she might be. She put so much into that first set, Ashley, that she's struggled big style ever since. Okay, forehand here from Janice Tjen. 4-all, 15 love she leads. Now it's another forehand from Janice. And Cristian can't deal with it. 30 love to the Indonesian. Meanwhile, João Fonseca is getting closer to the finish line in his match with Rafael Collignon. He leads 7-6, 4-3 with a break. Rakimova is up 2-1 with a break in the deciding set on Bianca Andreescu, and it's 30-15 for her. Tjen here serving 30 love into the forehand of Cristian. Good return from Jaqueline. Good backhand there from Jaqueline. Is she going to be able to put this forehand away? No, but it doesn't matter because Tjen goes long on the forehand. 30 love. Andreescu's fighting back. It's 30 all on the Rakimova serve. She's not done yet. And nor is Janice Tjen. Remember, she was up a break in this set. And at 3 love, she had chances to go up 4 love. Couldn't take them. And then Cristian broke back. Good first serve there from Tjen and nicely put away on the forehand. So it is 40-15 for the Indonesian as she tries to get to 5-4 and make Cristian serve to stay in the match. She does get to 5-4. So it's a change of ends. And Cristian, when they return to the court, will be serving to stay in the match. Meanwhile, a reminder that Svida beat Cilic earlier in straight sets. Yeah, I need some C's and T's in the live chat. Cristian, if you think Cristian's winning, write C in the live chat and hit return. If you think Tjen is winning, hit T and then return. Okay, Cristian here serving at 4-5. She's serving to stay in the match. Could serve down the T, unreturned, so 15 love. Fonseca is 7-6-4-3. Oh, we're just one subscriber away from 25,600. The next person to hit subscribe, you'll see. Ah, there we go. Nice. Well done. Okay, Cristian here on the forehand. Into the backhand of Tjen. Forehand now from Cristian. Backhand Tjen again because Tjen is defending. Oh, dearie me. That's a horrible volley from Jaqueline Cristian. 15 all. Dearie me. Rakimova, by the way, 3-1. She now leads Andreescu in the deciding set. So it's looking pretty bad for Bianca, especially as she's 15-30 down. Cristian here serving 4-5, 15 all. Good serve down the tee. On the forehand now from Cristian into the forehand of Tjen. That goes into the net. There's a real low bounce, that one. 30-15. Andreescu fighting. 1-3, 30 all. João Fonseca, 7-6, 4-3, 40-15. João leads. So João is up a set and a break. If he wins one of the next 2 points, he'll be a game away from the second round in Indian Wells. Cristian here, 4-5, 30-15. Serves down the tee, forehand return. Forehand from Cristian's going to go long. That was a tight forehand from Jaqueline Cristian. She knows she's under pressure because she has to win this game. If she doesn't, she is out and Tjen is through. It is 4-5, 30 all. Janice Tjen just 2 points away from a spot in the second round in Indian Wells. This will be huge. Where are you going to go with this serve? Forehand return. Forehand now from Cristian into the backhand slice of Tjen. Tjen thought about coming into the net but chose not to. But she's missed the forehand, Tjen. I told you today the match was all going to be about the the Janice Tjen forehand for me. It was all about the Janice Tjen forehand. As and when that fires, Tjen wins the point, wins the game, wins the match. As and when it doesn't fire, she loses the point, loses the game, and loses the match. Game point here for Cristian. Backhand return now. Forehand now from Cristian into the backhand of Tjen, but that goes into the net. Huge hole for Jaqueline Cristian. 5 all. Well. Huge come on scream there from Cristian. Understandable given the pressure she was under. So 5 all. This one is going the absolute distance. There are lots of fans there for Jaqueline in the crowd supporting her. I'm guessing that they are Romanian. Meanwhile, João Fonseca is 1 game away from a place in the next round. He's up 5-3. Collignon is serving at 3-5, therefore, but it is 30 love. Andreescu is down a double break now to Rakimova. This is turning pretty ugly for Bianca. 4-1 down, double break in the deciding set. Janice Tjen here serving at 5-all. She does win the first point on her serve, so it is 15-love. It was the forehand, really, that did all the damage in that first point. And Jaqueline Cristian, in the end, just couldn't live with that forehand. How many forehands did she hit? Maybe 10? Something like that? It's just non-stop forehands. And they were just so good, especially that last one. Okay, let's have a quick look at Collignon against Fonseca, because Collignon is serving 3-all, 30-all. So that means that Fonseca is just 2 points away from a place in round 2. And it's also the Fonseca forehand doing a lot of damage there as well. Tjen, by the way, is up 30-love on Jaqueline Cristian. Okay, so Fonseca, 2 points away from the win. It is on the Collignon serve. Tjen, by the way, 40-love now, 5-all. Good serve down the tee there from Collignon. It's going to be unreturned. So 40-30 Collignon does have a game point to at least keep Fonseca honest. Tjen, 40-love. 3 game points for Janice to go up 6-5 and make Cristian serve to stay in the match again. Good serve down the tee from Collignon, by the way. He holds 5-4. When they return to the court, João Fonseca will serve for the match. Tjen, good hold for Janice. 6-5. Andreescu and Rakimova, by the way, are getting very close to the end of their match. Rakimova here serving 4-1, 15-all. Oh, what a lob from Rakimova. 30-15. Oh, well, well, well. It was a drop shot that wasn't very good, but Bianca Andreescu didn't do enough with that backhand, and the lob was just too good. What a crazy turnaround in this match. Forehand missed there from Rakimova, so it is 30-all. Which of these matches is going to finish first? Probably Fonseca Collignon. Probably. Okay, Rakimova here. Slice there from Andreescu into the forehand of Rakimova. Forehand miss from Andreescu. Fonseca and Collignon about to return to the court. Fonseca serving for the match. Cristian and Tjen about to return to the court. Cristian serving to stay in the match. Andreescu and Rakimova. And Rakimova is held for 5-1. So now it's over to Andreescu to serve to stay in the match at 1-5. It's all happening in Indian Wells right now. Andreescu is falling apart. And so, just 1 game away now is Rakimova. 1 game away, Janice Tjen. 1 game away, João Fonseca. Let's go over to João Fonseca against Rafael Collignon, by the way, because João Fonseca is serving for the match. Is he going to have some match points? He served very well today. He's up 30-love. Where are you going with this serve? Out wide, and Collignon can't do it. So he is going to have 3 match points. Can he get the job done, the Brazilian? Lost, I think it was to Jack Draper a year ago. Anyway, now in 42 minutes, serves. Out wide, backhand return, goes into the net. João Fonseca is through to the next round in Indian Wells. He was down. Collignon was serving for the first set. And the Belgian will have some regrets. Goes up 15-love when he's serving for the first set at 6-5. Wasn't able to take it. They then go into the tiebreak, and João Fonseca took that momentum into the tiebreak and won it by 7 points to 2. And to be fair, across the set, João was the better player. He had some breakpoint opportunities in that first set, wasn't able to take them. In the second set, though, João, with the crowd behind him and the wind in his sails and the momentum also helping him from that first set tiebreak that he won, he goes up an early break and he doesn't see that opportunity. He was serving so well today and he got a justified win. And in the next round, he will play... Who is Fonseca playing in the next round in Indian Wells? I'm going to check, have a quick look, and see who he's playing in the next round. And just have a quick look as well at this. 8.5, his overall rank today. Collignon was 7.6. First serve in from João, by the way. I told you he served really well today. 72% first serves in, and he won 74% of those serves. Of course, we have had the bottom half of the draw today, and so I'm going to confirm who João is playing in the next round. He is going to be playing Karen Khachanov in the next round. So we'll see how that pans out. Good luck for João Fonseca in that scenario. But we're going to switch our attention to a different match now. And in fact, we're going to switch over to Janice Tjen against Jaqueline Cristian. Okay, what's going on with Jen and Cristian? Okay, we've got Cristian serving to stay in the match. 30 all here. Backhand from Cristian into the forehand of Tjen. Forehand now into the backhand of Cristian. Are we going to get a match point for Janice Tjen here? It's at 30 all, just like in the previous service game for Cristian, but she won the next 2 points. Wonderful jet depth there from Cristian that Tjen just can't deal with. Meanwhile, I'm just wondering if Andreescu's lost. I think she has. Yep, Camilla won. Andreescu is out. And in that match, it was all about an Andreescu collapse. And by the way, Camilla should have won the first set. I mean, she was up 6-3 in the tiebreak. She had 3 set points. In terms of the match, though, it was Andreescu who drew first blood with an early break. But then Rakhimova, from the moment she broke back, she was the dominant player in that match. Cristian, by the way, has held, and they're going to go to a deciding set tiebreak. I'll talk us through that in a moment. But just for one more thing on the Andreescu match. So Andreescu then in the tiebreaks down 6-3, but Rakhimova kind of fell apart, and Andreescu fed off that and did really well to win the tiebreak. But then it was an incredible reset from Rakhimova, because having lost that tiebreak in such a painful manner, she then crushed Andreescu in the second set, 6-love. And she also went up an early double break that she didn't seed in the second set, and ultimately won 12 of the last 13 games as Bianca Andreescu just fell apart. I think she really did feel the fatigue, and maybe this is still quite early in her comeback, having not played a lot of tennis recently. But well done to Rakhimova for recovering from the devastating blow of losing that first set. Okay, let's hone in now on Jaqueline Cristian against Janice Tjen in this deciding set tiebreak. Cristian it is who gets the early lead. She is up 2-0 in this tiebreak. People, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. If you hit subscribe, watch that number below my head tick over in a crazy, crazy manner. This stream will be coming to an end very shortly. Okay, run around four. Oh, it's a terrible forehand return there from Tjen. Okay, so 2-0 here. Forehand return from Tjen into the forehand of Cristian. Now it's on the backhand of Tjen. Forehand from Tjen now. Oh, it's going to go out. 3-0. Yeah, cheap error indeed. Well. 3-0 here. Now Tjen serving at 0-3. She was up a break in this set. This will be another painful loss for the Indonesian if she was to lose it. She can't deal with that, but Cristian's feeling really confident right now. Backhand slice there from Tjen. Ooh, that thought about it. That hit the top of the net twice. That thought about going over, and given how lucky Cristian has been with some of these net cords today, I did fear the worst for Janice Tjen there. Okay. Tjen down the tee. Forehand now into the forehand of Cristian. Forehand from Tjen is really good. Now can Tjen put this away? She should do. And she does, in terms of the fact that Cristian gets her racket on it, but it's not enough. So it's 3-2. So this tiebreak still got a lot of energy in it yet. Still got the mini break advantage, has Cristian. 3-2 she leads. Okay, forehand here for Tjen. Does she put it away? She does. 3-all. Change of ends. Okay, 3-all. Change of ends. It's Cristian serving. Okay, Colin. Oh. That's gone long, has it? Yes, it has. Tjen now leads 4-3. What a turnaround in this tiebreak. So I think she was down 3-0, wasn't she, Chen? Or certainly 3-1. And now it's Janice with the mini break advantage. Incredible. She is pretty agile. By the way, 148 people are watching on YouTube right now. Approximately 100 of you have not subscribed. So what I want you all to do right now is hit that subscribe button and watch this number just go crazy below my head. Okay. Slice from Chen goes long. So it is 4-all. Ah, you just can't rely on that slice from Janice, right? So 4-all now. Chen serving. Okay, we're into the rally here. Backhand from Cristian into the forehand of Chen. Backhand Cristian, good depth on that. Forehand from Chen has also got decent depth on it, though. The forehand from Chen, which has been misfiring at times today. Is it going to misfire here? Now she's on the backhand, which is going to be sliced. I don't think she should have sliced there. That was ready for a double-handed backhand. And that double-handed backhand is going to miss. And it's Cristian now who has the advantage at 5-4. Jaqueline Cristian, indeed. What an immense win this would be for her. 5-4. Second serve. Forehand return. Backhand now into the forehand. Oh, what a forehand that is from Tjen. And Cristian did really well to get her racket on it, and it nearly went back over the net. But it's 5-all. What another twist and a turn in this twisty third turny thing. Okay, 5-all. And it's going to go long, that return. So we're going to have a match point for Jaqueline Cristian. Well, well, well. It is Janice Tjen to serve at 5-6. Are we going to get another twist in this incredible tennis tale? Tjen to serve 5-6. She will have a lot of regrets if she ends up going out. That is for sure. Anyway, Tjen serving here 5-6. Where you go with the serve? Out wide. What a serve from Janice Tjen under pressure. Unreturned out wide. 6-all, and they will change ends. Six points, all Tjen serving. So 6-all. They have now changed ends. Okay, Tjen to serve. 6-all. Where are you going with this serve? Gonna miss the first serve by some margin. So second serve here for Janice Tjen to look at. Sorry, for Cristian to look at. Oh, double fault! Match point number 2 for Jaqueline Cristian. Okay. Match point number 2. Cristian just saying, come on, come on. I predicted a Tjen win in 3 sets pre-match, but right now, Jaqueline Cristian is 1 point away from winning the match herself in 3 incredible sets. Where are you gonna go with this first serve? You are going down the tee. It's gonna land in. She's on top of this rally. Can Tjen? No, Tjen can't deal with it. Cristian screams with delight. She is through to round 2. Janice Tjen crashes out at the first hurdle, and it's another crushing defeat for Janice Tjen. Last week, Tjen lost in Merida in a crushing manner, but Jaqueline Cristian won't care. She punches the air and does a little dance. She's got plenty of support in the crowd, and she is overjoyed, and so she should be, winning 8-6 in a deciding set tiebreak. But Janice Tjen, she won that first set. She was the better player. She was down a double break in the second, but she fought back with one of those breaks coming back, and she threatened to get it back on serve. But Cristian got over the line. However, Tjen drew first blood in the deciding set, and she consolidated. And Tjen now leads 3-love in the deciding set, and she has break points to get a double break advantage and go up 4-love. But once those break points weren't taken, that was the momentum shift, because we then saw Cristian win 3 games in a row. She broke back and held, and then it was nip and tuck all the way until that tie break. Tjen saved a match point at 5-6 with a great serve out wide. But then at 6-all, double fault meant that Cristian would have a second match point, and Cristian didn't need another opportunity to take advantage, and she did, winning that tiebreak by 8 points to 6. But that is a devastating loss for Janice Tjen, and it's another one, having had all those advantages last week over Osorio and Merida and still lose. Today she loses. Cristian wins 4-6, 6-4, 7-6. Some of the stats, by the way, from this encounter, we saw Cristian hit 6 aces to Janice Tjen's 2 aces. I think Tjen will be disappointed with her serving today. Cristian hit 6 double faults, and Tjen hit just 2 of them, but one of them came so crucially at 6-all in the tiebreak and ultimately led to her defeat. Cristian got 69% of her first serves in. Tjen gets 63% of her first serves in. Cristian won 66%. Tjen did win 68% of her first serves. And in fact, Cristian only won 44% of her second serves. I will say this, though. It was a fortuitous win for Jaqueline Cristian. In fact, both players won 103 points, but Cristian had at least 4 net chords go her way, and I think she won the point on all 4. And some of them were mega decisive, with Tjen just waiting on top of the net, I remember, for a certain volley that she was going to put away until the net called. And listen to this. Cristian was ruthless on break points, winning 4 from 4, and Tjen squandered 12 of the 16 break point opportunities that she had. It is Jaqueline Cristian, though, who will proceed to the next round. I'll have a quick look to see who she will play in the next round in a moment. Yeah, but honestly, yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Janice. It's gonna hurt her a lot. Let's see if we can the next round in Indian Wells. In the BNP Paribas Open. I think that's Janice Tjen's first appearance here. Of course, it won't be her last. But it's going to take a while to come back from these two losses last week in Merida and this week in Indian Wells, given the advantages she had in both matches. Anyway, it is Jaqueline Cristian who proceeds, and Cristian will play in the next round. Let's have a quick look to see who she will play. Jaqueline Cristian will play in the second round. Big reveal coming up your way as I scroll through up the draw, I should say. She's going to be playing Maya Joint. So that is to look forward to in a couple of days. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.